Hey y'all, it's your man Technish, aka Gene Benjor Jr. And I'm here with a very special guest. And he's not just going to be a guest; he's going to be here for a while. Hopefully, um, nah, he is. His name is retromodrob. I said that right this time, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yep.
thank you. All right, awesome. And he's hailing from the snowy state of Alaska. And Rob, you were saying it was snowing today.
Snowing today. Yep. Yeah.
Um, how many inches or like?
I don't know. It wasn't even in the forecast, so
It just
yeah.
showed up.
It just showed up. That's Alaska. It does what it wants.
That's crazy. Wow,
Yeah.
man.
Yep.
Like we catching a lot of like rain during the summer, and then like winter time's always hit or miss for us here in Boston and everything.
Yeah.
So I'm not really like stressed out yet. It's just been warm. It's been like an Indian summer, and I don't like heat. Like I just don't like it. I'm a sweater, so
Yeah. Hate it.
I hate it, yo. So like, hopefully, they said in the forecast everything's going to change later on next week. So back to fall weather. That's what I want, yo. But yeah, Rob, I'm glad you're here today, bro. And this is this is weird. Yo, y'all, we've been trying so hard doing this, man. But it's a labor of love, and not me, but we're with it. So let's get started, Rob. So let's talk about yourself, man. Like I know, like I started following you on Facebook because of all of the cool stuff you've been doing, especially with retro modding old systems. Particularly handhelds. That's your expertise. So the question that I had for you today, is that what really got you into modding and stuff like that, and then maybe like tell us about this first modding project because it's a really y'all, it's a really dope story. So we would love to hear that. Go ahead, bro.
Was this the Game Boy in the basement when I was a kid?
The Game Boy in the basement when you were a kid, and you were just like, "Yup, I'm just gonna mod my Game Boy because I want to." Yup, go ahead, bro.
It was fun. So I got the first Game Boy. When it came out. But I got it in just before 1990.
Okay.
So it came out in '89. We couldn't afford it, but I got it about a year later. And then high school came around in the '90s, right for me, 1990, freshman year. And then during that time, if you remember, the Play It Loud series came out for Game Boy.
Oh yeah, the Play It Loud one with the colored ones.
Yep. And I was like, man, I don't want this regular Game Boy anymore. We barely could afford that first one, so I decided to make my own Play It Loud series. I went with black. Right. I thought that was like,
slick. You know what I mean?
So I went down a basement. I took it all apart. Got all the pieces separated. I spray painted the whole shell, the backing, everything. But then wasn't thinking. I covered up the original Game Boy, the logo and everything. So now I just had this like black brick.
What was the paint like though? Like it sounds like
it was terrible. It was the worst paint job. It was like a sticky. Like every time I touched the Game Boy, like there would be like paint on my hand after.
really tacky. Oh yeah, taste like tacky, like as in the feel of it.
It was the worst. Yeah, I didn't know what I was doing, and it was like There was black spray paint like silhouette. There was like pieces, lined up on the floor. So my dad saw it. He was like, there was like all these black spray paint outlines of Game Boy pieces. And then he was pretty mad.
He was mad. What did he say? Like,
yeah, I mean, there's really not a lot, other than just anger and, Child Safety Act. We can't really talk about what happened back in the 90s.
Right, we did so, like we paid for this, and you wanted to do this. I was like, I'm just trying to make it better because we can't get another one. But
ruined it. I didn't have a Game Boy for God, I didn't get one for years later after that.
Damn, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yep.
man.
So yeah, but I think that was kind of, I wouldn't say it was my first, but I've always been interested in making just like something better out of the systems that, and so it wasn't until I think 2018 here in Alaska, I started getting into modifying the original 1989 Game Boy to backlit screens, glass lenses so they wouldn't scratch. And then I just kind of started getting into that because honestly, I saw them being made and I was intrigued, but I didn't want to pay. They were really expensive online. So I came up with a more affordable line myself.
Right.
I came out with one. So I call it the 89 line because it came out in 89.
Wow.
Sold them for 89.
Wow.
And I started throwing them in custom colors. I had like red or like black and white Star Wars, like Stormtrooper case, and I just went with it. But it was crazy because I was just his dad in a kitchen, but it took off, and I started getting orders like nuts, and I was freaking out because a lot of people don't know, but I was in the military, so I had a full-time job, and it was so hard to fill these orders. I was spending weekends and nights just putting together systems, soldering, backlits, getting I had parts come in, I had parts supplies, like I had a whole, but it was in my kitchen. So I had one cabinet in my kitchen by the stove that should have been dishes, but it was all Game Boy parts.
Were you married? Because I know you're married and everything. Were you married then?
No, at the time I wasn't. So I had a lot of that free time, to kind of channel that into. And so, no, my current wife, she came in on the tail end of me. I was doing a lot of mods, while she was here too, and she's super supportive. Moved my operation to the kitchen table, and just kind of, she always knew if I had something coming up, it was good. So, and then I kind of expanded a little into fixing systems too. I can bring back some like processing boards or video issues. Sega Dreamcast, I fix a lot of the optical lenses. I just kind of branched out. I never modded any of those, though. I specifically love just doing handhelds.
Okay. And then you mentioned Dreamcast, so I might have to send mine to you because the battery. Yeah, and I'm not an expert with any type of soldering and stuff like that, so I really don't want to jack this thing up. And I think it's one of, and I think because I was looking at the serial number, I think it's one of the like day one releases. Remember, I think it released in September 9th, 1999. I remember 9999. Yo, yeah,
in line.
Yo. So I was like, I'm really trying to be careful with this thing so much. So
no, they're really It's easy. We'll talk offline, but send it in. I got no problem. The battery, I can even mod it so I can put different color light in there. Yeah, you can do a different color startup light. I know you like red, Deadpool too, so we can put like a red startup light.
Yeah, that'd be dope. That'd be really dope, man. I mean, all these new systems that are out, which are great, like they're really fun and everything like that, but to actually be able to have a piece of like your childhood or even like your teen years or your late teen years and stuff like that really is like a wonderful thing. And that stuff, like, I don't feel like anybody should like leave behind. It kind of brought you where you are today and everything like that. I mean, you can even tell in the background, like I'm a big Ghostbusters fan myself too. So, like, that's the biggest thing, like, talking to you, like, looking at this background, looking at the nostalgia and everything. I got the neutrino wand on Spangler's neutrino wand and everything. But that's really, I gotta give you props with that. Keep doing your thing. And I think, like, through this podcast, a lot more people's gonna know, and then maybe, like, you might start your business back up. Who knows, right?
Yeah, it's been on a hiatus. I took a step back and gave a nod to the people that have the better technology. And there's some really good companies out there.
I got them. I got them up right now. So like, I know that you mess around with Game Boy Kingdom. And I was looking at that, and they already updated the site. Yeah, they got some. Oh man, a Samurai Jack Game Boy Advance.
Yeah,
Wow.
the Game Boy Advance line's really nice.
Yeah,
their Game Boy Advance lines were really nice.
Wow, they got a Kirby one there too as well. There's a Diablo Game Boy Advance. Wow, but Diablo wasn't even on Game Boy. They just did it.
No,
anyways.
but they'll make themes for any I made a Halo Reach Game Boy Advance mod.
What did that look like? Oh my goodness.
It's pretty cool. So it was kind of an artistic interpretation based off the colors of like the game. It had that vibe of the kind of that orange haze and Master Chief's green. The system itself was a kind of a smoke gray with some orange buttons. So orange, and then on the back of the etching was actually the Halo Reach like symbol.
Right.
And then I had one. Yeah, and then I had I think I had like the sword and something else back there.
Oh, the energy sword. The energy sword back there.
Yeah. Yeah. And one of those. I can't think of the name of the bad guys in the game.
The Covenant. Covenant.
Yeah. I had one of them actually holding one of those swords.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Man.
So it's a pretty awesome mod. So yeah.
And you got that. You got that from Game Boy Kingdom. You got that from.
No, I made it myself before this is when I was modding before I took a backseat to these other companies. I let them they got way more advanced, laser etching, and they're just phenomenal. Yeah. So I had a lady in town here who was doing etching for me. So she would etch the back of the cases for me. So I'd often have to have like 2 or 3 Game Boy Advance cases or whatever as backup in case she messed up. And that was my source of technology, you know. A lady who makes awards. She's an award maker. She is etching stuff for me for like Star Wars. Yeah. I have a couple of Game Boy Advance mods with Star Wars with like Stormtrooper etched in on the back.
Yeah.
And she nailed it. She did really good because I would get like a white case.
Right.
And with the heat from the etching with the Stormtrooper, it kind of gave it that black smoke kind of.
Right. Like almost like battle hardened.
Battle ready. Yeah.
Yeah. Battle ready color. That's dope, bro.
But it doesn't compete with like these companies now, especially in 2021. The sky's the limit,
right?
And it's good though; it's good for the community, and I'm totally. That's why I post their stuff on my page all the time. So very supportive.
I just saw. Okay, because that's what we do. We check up on each other. So what's really dope? I just saw you just cop something new. You want to tell people about that? Is this a potential project, or this is just like a collector's item? All right.
You talking about the new Game Boy game?
The new Game Boy game, yeah.
Yeah, from Incubate.
Yeah, Incubate, yeah. Oh,
there it is.
Oh man.
So these guys, and it has that awesome feel of
the green screen. Is that the green screen in the back?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Smooth.
And I posted it today. I played it on I have a Game Boy Pocket that I modded with the backlit LCD. So it looks black and white on my post.
Yep.
But I will be playing it in my actual Game Boy, and I will be posting that next. So.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to see that.
But Incubate Games is they're bringing back the retro feel of games with their own, like they made that game themselves. It was made in 2020. There was some delay with COVID, but they're also taking some older games from the 90s too, in fact, for Game Boy Color. They're snatching up, and a lot of people are doing this, not just them, but other companies are snatching up these old licenses and I guess putting new life in them because they weren't able to be finished back then.
Right.
So they buy the license and then they're able to do the finishing for them. So a lot of games in the night for Super Nintendo, Atari Jaguar's getting games still, and Game Boy Advance. So they're going in, they're snatching up all these unfinished games and they're bringing them forward to people now. And so it's great because you can go to these trade shows or you can go on their sites and you can now buy physical copies again and cartridges, which we had that satisfaction in our time, but to have it again in 2021, it feels good. It feels good. It feels good to open a box and to pull out a booklet. And
Yo, yeah. It's like I'm even getting goosebumps thinking about that. Just like, even like you get your physical copy, you open it up. Like, you know what? Like nowadays, there's no instructions in the box. And that was the biggest thing, like, when you bought a game, especially when I was, like, you know, teenager, you know, early college and stuff like that. I wasn't really driving and everything. So when you go buy the game, like, from wherever, like, you're taking public transportation back, and you're, like, reading the book. You know what I mean?
Yes,
like, you're
to get ready.
To get ready. To get ready.
Just to get ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to get ready. Like, okay, I need to know how to do this, special moves, and everything like that. Like, but now that you don't even get that no more. But I know there's a company. It's called Limited Run Games. Like, have you heard of that?
Yeah.
Limited Run, is that like?
Yep.
Like, I know that, like, Kickstarter does stuff, but, like, what I've heard a lot, like, through podcasts and just, like, on YouTube and stuff like that, it's this limited run company where, like, you'll have a digital release for a game, but then they do, like, a physical copy release. But, you know, hence the name, like limited run. Like, they only make a certain amount and everything like that. But I really appreciate that because... even from a podcast I was listening to earlier this week, like, you buy the games digitally, but you only buy the rights to play it and everything like that. And then what could possibly happen is that if they shut that server off or the license runs out on that, like, they pull the game off. Like, I have the Simpsons arcade game on the Xbox 360. I have it saved on a hard drive. So I can always plug it back into the 360 and re-upload it again. Because back then, with 360, I think they just gave you the whole game. If you bought it on Xbox Live Network, they just gave you the whole game. They didn't give you, like, a license or anything like that. So, you know, if I didn't have that, like, I would never, like, you can't, there's no physical copy of that. If anything, you would have to, like, get, like, a ROM or something online and, like, play it through your PC. But no, I got the game and everything like that. So yeah, like, just to harken what you're saying about that physical copy, like, it just it means so much when it's in your hands, you know, and everything. So yeah, man. Like, even I have a game from the PS1 called Einhander. It's super expensive. Okay, it's super...
Love that game.
You remember that game, right?
Oh my god, the visuals.
The visuals. Man, and then it's just the gameplay. Like, that game is amazing. But yo, you know that, like, that game's dumb expensive. You can get it on the PSN network, but you're just getting the rights. So like, I ponied up and got it because that was one of my things that I used to play in college that I really liked and everything. But I digress. I don't want to hog up all the time and everything.
No, we'll start talking about games for the next, like, hour.
Yeah, we gotta stop. Right now, what are you playing right now? And we'll talk about what we're playing at the end.
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah.
What are you playing, Rob, right now, yo?
I'm keeping it to 4 games today for us.
Okay.
Because the list is way bigger than 4, but I'm in 4 that I'm trying to finish up. So first one is you got me onto this was Lost Planet.
Yes.
Yeah. Xbox 360.
Oh, you got the first one. That's right. You got the first one from the thrift sale, right?
Yeah. $2 for the complete.
Y'all thrifting. Do it.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Awesome game. I just like the fact that it's got a little platform element to it, but also with the first person shooter. But it's just great, and I'm about halfway done with it. I've really been on a 360 kick as of late. Despite because I do take a break from Xbox for a while, and then I go back into, like, retro or whatever else. I got, like, arcade games and a second one right now is Bulletstorm.
Oh
my god, this is the most insane. Like, it's almost making fun of shooters.
Yo, it is hilarious. Go, Rob. Good talk about it.
Yeah, we won't go too deep, but
another
thrift find. $10 sealed.
$10 sealed.
Yeah,
Nice.
never opened. So
nice. So
yeah,
y'all should. And there is a I think it's a HD remaster on the Xbox One X. I think there is one. Yup. And then they give you the option to be the main man with the master plan, Duke Nukem, with I forget the voice actor's name, but the original voice actor for Duke Nukem, and he does all his lines and his tropes. So if y'all can't cop that one, like you can get it almost current gen right now. So
yeah,
that one's amazing. All right, what you got next? What you got next, bro?
Then now I'm finishing up this Transformers War for Cybertron.
Yup.
So this is actually, I didn't know there was a two-part series in this. There's two versions.
Mm-hmm.
So this is kind of I think if I remember right, this is the first one.
Yeah, that's
I played the second one first.
Yeah. So the first one was War. Was it War to Cybertron? That was the first one, right?
Right. Yeah.
And then this
is War for Cybertron. Yeah.
What was the second? I forget what the second one.
I can't remember now. But I played that one first and I beat it. And then I was like, I was shopping around, out thrifting, right? And then I saw this and I was like, wait a minute. I was like, is this tied into the one I beat? And then sure enough, same gameplay style, same awesome graphics. These are next level, and it's a for the 360. I love them.
Yeah,
fantastic.
And it was really pushing the hardware, and that's amazing. I'm just wondering because I did play War for Cybertron, and I played the other one too, but I just forget which one had Omega Supreme. You know, the
That's this one.
That's that one, right?
One. Yeah. When you get to that part when he's chained up, the Decepticons have him.
Oh, okay.
And you got to free him.
It's epic.
He's massive.
He's massive. Yeah. Does he talk like the same Omega Supreme?
Yep. Oh yeah. Yep.
Annihilation.
And then in the second one was Metroplex.
Metroplex.
And he gets loose. He's out there. Blocking the way for the Autobots to get through. He's shooting up stuff and he's just massive. And I was just the whole time I'm playing, I'm trying to focus, but I'm like,
I gotta get that now. Megaplex too. Wow, those are the coveted toys. I wanted that toy. Yeah,
Metroplex used is $100 still at least.
Damn.
Yeah,
dog. And you probably have all the parts, either. Regardless, yup.
Probably, or missing stickers, or who knows. There's always some. Yeah.
Yo, what's your final one?
Last one is I'm a huge Batman Arkham series. So I've never played this before. This is Arkham Asylum for the 360. I got this in a collector set with the Batarang,
with the battery controller.
Remote. Yeah.
Nice.
I saw this. It was brand new in the box, collector's box. I kept the collector's box. I put it away for now. But I was like, I can't keep it contained because I've never played it, so I opened it. But I got the whole thing for $20.
And that was thrifting too? You found that thrifting?
No, that one I found online actually.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it was brand new sealed though. Never played, so I jumped on it.
Wow, that's a big come up, yo. So what I've been playing is I'm pulling out my stuff, okay? I got Hot Wheels Unleashed, okay?
Yes.
So this is dope because it's a compendium of all these Hot Wheel cars that you had as a kid, and the details spot on. When you use the cars and everything like that, they get worn like you did when you're using the kid and stuff. The wheels they got wheels and scratches and everything.
Yeah.
If you flip the cars over, depending on what year, it's either plastic or die cast, full die cast all around, or you have the die cast on the plastic shell and everything, and it's amazing. And then the way the game controls is that it's literally you as a kid driving the cars around and stuff like that, because you'll do the big jump and you be like Dukes of Hazzard, like,
Yeah.
and you're like twisting it and everything. So basically, like, that's the mechanic that they put in there, and like there's a full track editor in there too as well. And they have like cool places like like the man cave basement, like in other locations. So I really like this. I'm really trying to build up my little like box of cars and everything like that. And they have a kind of cars like there's the Batmobile from the first Batman with Michael Keaton. Yup.
Yeah. The DeLorean. I heard the Ninja Turtle van's in there.
Ninja Turtle van is in there too. Kit's in there from Knight Rider.
I'm holding out for Ecto 1.
Yo, let me.
They got to have it in there.
Who knows? You know what I mean? Like who knows? Like, so that's that's one game I'm playing.
Okay.
No More Heroes 3. This game.
Oh.
This game is amazing. Like I picked it back up last night after our run. I'll talk about that. But this is amazing because it plays like it's pretty much an anime, like a 12 episode anime that you're playing. But there's a whole bunch of other things that you could do in the middle and everything like that. And it's just go ahead.
Was that off the Wii series? That's off the Wii series, right?
This is the Wii series. Yup. So this is the third one, and there was 2 other ones that were on the Wii. I'm hoping that Nintendo, hope you're hearing me right, that you release the first and the second one out on the Switch, like a little combo pack. I mean, you did 3D All Stars and stuff like that. Like why not? Like the fans want it. I want it. Okay, but it's really great, and I've been playing it, and it's amazing. Like the visuals, and just like the guy in the game is like a gamer, like he's a gamer, but he's an assassin. So
that's awesome,
so he has all these tropes of being a gamer, but then he's this ill guy with a beam saber, not a lightsaber. Okay, we got sued. Right? But yeah, it's really funny, and it's a really like visual, like really pops when you're playing it and everything like that, and the story's great.
Yeah,
so.
That's great that they brought back that series into the modern Switch.
Definitely, because there was another one before that called it was like Travis. It was No More Heroes. Travis Strikes Again, and it was weird. They made it into like a 2D side scroller almost. And it was weird. Like that wasn't what I remember when I played on the Wii. So I go back to it occasionally, but that's where it's at. And then I don't have 4, Rob. Like I don't have 4, unfortunately, because now Back 4 Blood just came out on Game Pass. And it's like, say what you will, but it's not Left 4 Dead 1 or 2.
No.
But it is intense. Mm-hmm. It is intense.
I was gonna say, could I put that? I mean, I'm technically playing that too. So.
We are technically playing that.
It, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So Rob, I'll start, Rob. Talk about how it felt. Like, even though we had technical difficulties with my mic, okay, I was on the cheap and my mic broke. So now I'm all set, okay.
But tonight.
Tonight. Yeah, we're doing that tonight, yo. But how do you feel? What are you feeling from the game so far?
I mean, it was awesome to play, especially like for us to be able to play together, because I was able, like, I know we couldn't communicate, but like I was making sure I kept an eye where you were at, especially if you got down. Yeah. I was like, as long as we could keep each other alive. The bots can hold their own a little bit, but it'd be better if we had a couple more humans, I think, especially if we can talk. Right. If we can just group up and stay together. But that game is intense. I was like the whole time just on edge. Like, and you're just... I love the controls though, because even if I have a tendency when I play shooters like that to freak out and push the thumb on the control stick.
Yeah.
But when you do it with this one, the worst case is you just stab the zombie in the face,
right,
and then go back to a gun. But if you do that in Call of Duty, the guy's too far away, and you pull out your sword or your knife or whatever, and then you're dead. But here, at least you do it on accident. You still have a chance to live.
Right.
So,
right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
Game.
I felt like, I mean, with the wasn't communication, but I was definitely watching your 6. I was on your 6, hard, and it's just like the I think the difference between Left 4 Dead and now is like it's a lot more tactical. Especially dealing with the special infected and everything like that. I think the one that we were getting really messed up with was, I think it's called the Hawker, and it spits something out and it grabs you. Yeah, and it grabs you, holds you, and if there's nobody there to like punch you out, like you're gonna pretty much die in that spot. But remember I sent you that video about like the 10 things they need to know. One thing, like, and I did it and y'all, I will put a little highlight reel of what we did, okay? But I remember I was caught and I had a stun gun and I used it and I instantly got out.
Yeah.
Instantly got out. So
if you have something, you can hold like X, and then you can get free.
Right.
But if you don't, then you're stuck, and you're hoping that someone will come smash you out.
Right.
And that's annoying.
Right, it's mad annoying. But
it's so annoying.
I was at edge too because, like, with like the different sound, especially with the bloater guy. Because it sounds like this heavy.
When we enter a room together and all you hear is that noise, and you're like, oh man, like.
And remember in Left 4 Dead, like if you killed a bloater, like you could have some fair distance, but like you wouldn't really get hit by the explosion. Like this guy, right? Like I feel like he has like a directed. His explosion's directed.
It is. And it was funny, too, because I would watch you were attacking one last night, and then he blew up on you, and it just launches you, and I was laughing so hard.
I got punched into the wall. I was just like...
Yeah, you got blown out like 50, 100 feet. I was like in slow motion. I was
like, no. That was crazy. Like, crazy. So, man, like... That game's intense, and I like the fact that you can like add stuff to your weapons because you couldn't do that in Left 4 Dead and stuff like that. And
I just love the controls. Because there's a wave of zombies just coming, and you're just like to have that precision to shoot instead of just unloading and missing. Like you literally you can take down 10 right in front of you.
Right,
and I love that.
Right. Right, so. And especially you get a good attachment on your gun too as well. And that works out really good too. But I'm really happy for that to be able to do that because I don't want to be with people that is just like that and everything. Like let's get into the game, have fun, and that's it. And I love those co-op games versus games. I don't play Call of Duty. I can't do it. Like I just can't. But yeah, Rob. I think this is about the end right now that we're at. So with that, I'm really glad that you're here. And then of course, we're gonna keep pushing forward. I know that we talked about talking about toys of our childhood, stuff like that. So I have a couple of stuff I still have from when I was a kid. I know I still have excuse me. I know I still have Hot Wheels, so I could definitely show those.
Yeah, man, we got at least 50 more episodes for the amount of stuff I have down here.
And I can't wait. Right?
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Me neither.
Yo, man. But again, this is us. This is my man Retromodrob. All right, and then this is your man Technish, Cappsoffgaming, aka Gene Benjor. All right, yo, your successes, your own, y'all, man. We're trying, we're doing what we love. So you're gonna be successful, do what you love. That's what it is. Besides that, seconds that. That's what's up. But besides that, Rob, I'll see you later online so we can, bust some zombie heads.
Yes, sir.
And then besides that, peace.
Yeah, thanks for having me on the show. Appreciate it.
Yup.